You're going to, we're going to be doing a method of fast enlightenment. Enlightenment used to be taking people all dozens of lifetimes, if not more. However, the planet is in such a challenging place where children have depressions, and there's so much amount of comfort on the planet, especially in North America. There's so much amount of comfort that people are not able to evolve. Comfort induces us to think that just because the body is not having any issues, the mind is getting what it needs. It can, and the mind can be relaxed even with a Netflix movie, for me. And the intellect can be so narrow that we can only think of ourselves in a very limited way. And when this thinking of I, me, mine, and what's in it for me, you want to convince anyone in the corporate world or in the world of anything, the basic logic that will work 99% of the times is WIIT, I am, which is what's in it for me, or FM. And it's a trick which will work out with. People are able to manipulate. And then in our lives, I've even met people who knew that they were being scammed. Some person reached out to me and asked me, I invested, rather, my cousin invested $5,000 in crypto. And now the website is saying that he has now $3 million. But to take it out, he needs to give $10,000, and he's asking me for $10,000. This was around 5-6 months ago. And I said, you don't need any third eye intuition for that. 100% it's a scam. Why doesn't the person who has to give him that $5 million or whatever just abstract, just minus that $10,000 and give it to him if it's such a good crypto investment? And I was amazed by the response. I know it's a scam. The lady told me, who was asking for her relative whether she should give that money to her brother or not. I know it's a scam. But my brother believes in this lie so much because it's such a beautiful lie. $5,000 were invested at some point. Then after a couple of months, he was shown again and again a website which kept on showing, oh, you're 5,000, 50,000. Ultimately, it became $5 million. But this is one small detail, that to take it out, you have to give around 10, 15,000, something like that. And the lady was, should I loan the money? My brother has put it like, this is one final time I ask for me, and if you love me and this and that, I'll let go all the four bygones be bygones and all. I said, yeah, you don't have to need a third eye. It is a scam. And she's, I know it's a scam. But my brother believes in this life, which is so beautiful, that he's made it. He doesn't give me a choice. Say, look, if you have the money to spare, may it benefit someone. I told them that there were 3 people involved. And of course, it was a scam. But in our times, the absurdity is that our comforts are making us mad. Our desires are endless. The comfort of the world has induced a madness of unending desires. My parents had a tough childhood, as everyone's. My father, I think, had to walk 3 kilometers to get to the school, which was like on a hill and all that. And there was no electricity. And they gave me the best education that they could when they could. And I gave to my children North American education. And you would have thought that with North American education, which is considered to be the best, at least in my book, it was, uh, children would be more confident and all that. And it's not. They're not. The North American kids are pampered with comfort and they have so less challenges. I was in India recently and visited some middle class families, and I was blown up by the amount of achievements that their desperation to get out of India induces them to, you know. And I'll tell you, the comfort zones have made us very complacent. Other the And it's not as something that's my opinion. 40% of the new hires are sort of just drifting through job. They don't have the enthusiasm or the work ethics that the company, neither do I nowadays. I had a couple of interviews. They said, you're going to be coming to the office 3 to 5 times a day. My eyes just dropped and I lost the enthusiasm, which, like, at a different stage in my life, I'm like, no, absolutely. So we live in a post COVID impacted world in which comfort is there. But comfort is not happiness. Neither is it joy. There's only joy, one joy on this planet, and that joy is of bringing joy to others or happiness to others in whichever way we can. And one of the joys that we bring to others is always fulfilling our obligations. So we live in a comfortable world and then we forget. We become egoistical because the body comfort is there. There's so much amount of body comfort. No one is dying, at least in North America, of hunger, pain, fear, like cold, etc. So people are dying out of thought of diseases. I just had a call. I told the person that you have such a beautiful life, beautiful house, beautiful everything. Then you are free to get and start a new relationship as long as you don't think that the relationship is happiness. All relationships are responsibilities to make the other person happy. And in that giving of happiness to others, you may discover joy and a balance. But if we look for a relationship in our comfortable world, in someone who will make me more comfortable, more happy, more this, that, then we are already starting out from a place of negativity and poverty. We are starting off, I'm not happy. Please come to my life and make me happy. And the other person is also saying the same thing. Please make me happy. I hope my relationship, and people have, like, I used to invade Tinder, sex, and all that. It's the next generation after me. So I used to be envying till I saw that everyone on Tinder is hugely depressed. Because people in looking for sex are actually looking for the uber comfort of connecting. And sex and connecting in our 4 times are different things. So the times are challenging. And to make it all even more contrasting is what is going to be thrown up in our faces. We are going to be, and we see every day, some influencer with the right nose, with the right, is just famous for being famous. There's some DJ who just says his name, DJ Khaled or someone, and they said that just he says his name and it's tacky somehow, and he's very popular and he has got millions of hits, etc. And my guru, who is a pure person, has got maybe 1 millionth of popularity in comparison to the guy who says his name and makes the music more tacky. But it's so what gets thrown in our faces that, and what most of the people that I get calls about is, it's not fair. It's not fair that I did the right thing and I didn't. And even in my life, like I'm from India, I left India, and the moment all my brothers took all the property, and I didn't really care for it at that point till it increased 200 times value. Yeah, in India, in the last 20 years, some of the land prices went up by 200. Some of them were owned by my parents, and okay, the brothers took it off. But the point is that there is going to be a lot of unfairness on this planet. And if you are a spiritual warrior, because you are in this meditation, instead of impacting, if you can do something about the unfairness that you feel at job, in life, or wherever, I just try to make things personal so that it's not from a high ground that I'm communicating with you. I have the same issues as everyone, if not more or less. So when I am working or meditating or doing this guided meditation with you, it's not that I am teaching something. Through me, the clarity that you need for your life is flowing in, and the power that is letting me be the conductor of that clarity to you is the same power that is accepting the power in your head. Our differences that we see, what's in it for me, etc., is only based on our differentiating of each other as a body, mind, intellect, because these are things that differ, that make us differ from others. And people are very proud of it. That's our culture. I'm proud of this car because it belongs to me, and it's not a car. No. It's not a metal with four tires. It's actually a statement of what I make, etc., how much I make money, and then the more I make, then the more people will respect me, and it works like that. If I go for a business meeting and a guy shows up in a beat up Toyota, I'm going to be looking at him different because I'm also a prisoner of these stereotypes. But when we pray, we open our heart and see everything and everyone as the same, powered rather by the same. As I was saying, it's like millions of light bulbs. Each light bulb is different, and some light bulbs have got dirt on them and dust on them, and some bright like this. Each one of the light bulbs is burning. And each one light bulb is saying, I'm different, I'm different, I'm different. At a level of the light bulb, they are all different. But the electricity, the hidden factor that powers them is the same and is connected to all. It's the same circuit. So focusing on that electricity, which is empowering all of us, that is what spirituality is all about. And unfairness is always going to be there, but it is going to be deeply superficial. Some of the karma will come back to bite us as a bitch, even in this life. And some of it will come back in the next life. So in this life, it might be that their director. I have never seen that a person who was able to make dishonest money have a happy household. Even if people are making money honestly. For example, after COVID, I had a challenging time in my personal life. Even though, like in my household, there's only like honest money. Even with that, it was difficult. Is difficult. So when there is dishonest money, the person can be having jets and planes and everything and all those, and they're going to be meaning nothing because it is dishonest, leading to a self-judgment deep inside ourselves that I have earned this while someone has suffered. That's the dishonesty. It's not fair that, and that inner judgment creates a crack that leads to deep down depressions. We open the variety and all, and you'll find tons of suicidal, depressed people taking cocaine and all that, sitting on tranquilizers or going to parties where everyone. I used to think, oh, it's fun, like those parties which you see in the movie, dumb, 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 and everyone is. And then I understood that all of them are sort of on drugs. So for that time, they're hyper and they're jumping around. And to make it even more personal, 2 days ago, I had an oral surgery. So for the first time in my life, I took codeine, and it actually felt good. I had no inflammation in the body, etc. But I know from all those Netflix movies that it's like very addictive, etc. So, but it does feel okay. Okay. So, but it does have side effects, etc. Everything from outside of us is going to be having a side effect that will, it's like a wave comes in, lifts you, and then drops you also somewhere. So you have to be very equanimous about it. So in our world of comfort, I'm always asked about the contrast. Someone else did this. Why do they happy? A lady she called and said that she went to a bachelorette party because she has been looking for a new husband for the last 3 years and all that. And in the bachelorette, there were 11 other girls, but they were all in a relationship, and she was jealous of them. I said, but that in itself is a lie. They are in a bachelorette and they have relations. So why are they in a bachelorette? You at least are being honest. So at the end of the day, it's all about being honest. And when we see fair and not fair, it's just a game of life in which things are going to be going up and down, but hidden to our personalities, there is going to be always hidden to our personality, there's always going to be a balancing factor. So if we do hurt someone, and there are millions of such YouTube cases also. If you, I'm always fascinated. In India, in every town, you will find at least one person who remembers his passport. And these person are sometimes considered holy, and sometimes it's just a sort of a freak show. Okay, he can do that, so what? And I watched some of the YouTuber because that's one of the things. It wasn't earlier so much, but nowadays there seem to be tons of people who remember their past lives. And I think I remember one past life for 3 seconds. That's all. I was in Italy, and for 3 seconds I had a past life, and I was with my wife. So I do believe in these things. And of course, I'm a Hindu. Our scriptures are full of past lives. Each story has got a past trauma to it, leading to the fair and unfair, why this is happening, why that. But it takes multiple lifetimes. The scriptures are not written by people, they are shared by Shiva, by Jesus. I don't like the word ascended masters because on the YouTube there's so many ascended masters and they're charging $100 to $500 to get in touch with them. Why would an ascended master or someone in touch with them need this monopoly money? So, but that would be the ascended man would be the ones who are in direct contact, and they shared via scriptures. Don't take the scriptures literally. Oh, Jesus was scared and he was this, etc. He had a bad day. See, everyone is carrying a cross. Everyone will be meeting death. Everyone will be reincarnated. Everyone will be betrayed to be led to a horrifying death. Each one of us. Death will always look horrifying. But when we have trodden the path of not hurting anyone. At the end of the day, that's what's at any cost, we have not hurt anyone. In India, there are even naked fakirs who, when they walk, they have a brush in front of them. They're naked, so because they want to be like God, naked as the sky. And when they walk, they brush so that they don't step on any insect. And sometimes they are accompanied by their disciples who do the sweeping for them. And sometimes no, you'll see them on holy sites by themselves or in a small group, walking naked and brushing, and each one will be having a brush in hand. It's a particular sect of Hinduism, or they regard themselves as, but it's all the same. It's all the same teachings. Spliced and diced in a different, it's called Jainism. The Jainese gurus, they are naked and they walk with brushes so as not to step on any insect. And we over out here. So they are inviting discomfort, living naked. Even in India, it's a very challenging thing to do. But the spiritual path is not one of comfort. In fact, comfort is the opposite of spirituality. And we can get so comfortable that we can become, why is this happening to me? This, I don't deserve it. This should not be happening. I'm a good person. I haven't hurt anyone. So why is someone able to hurt me and all that? And when you look at the whole story, you'll always find that if someone is able to hurt us, there are three things happening. We gave the permission to be hurt by the other person. The other person is just the instrument of causing us the pain, which is moving away from the comfort so that we become more spiritual. If each one of us is very comfortable, zero spirituality. Zero spirituality. Comfortable people never become spiritual. Siddhartha, the prince Siddhartha, he was a prince. He had a palace. He had to let go of the palace and everything associated with his royal birth to become Gautama, the Bodhisattva, Buddha, the awakened one. Buddha is not a name. It's what he achieved, the awakened one, Buddha. His real name was Siddhartha. And then he became Gautama when he was wandering. And Buddha was what he achieved. So he had to leave the palace, just like each one of us. At some point, whether we want to, we'll have to leave even the comfort of our body. Just like Jesus was kissed, will we get kissed? And then the cross, in whichever form. But when we have walked the path of truth, as Jesus had done, as Krishna had done, as Rama had done, as Muhammad had done, I don't know so much, but somewhat I know, but I believe that he's holy, so he must have. He did have a lot of wives. But maybe I don't think that was a point of, maybe it was a challenge to be taking care of all those wives. And some historicals admit that it was a challenge. He was handpicked at times. All of his wives were politically strong. He needed those alliances, so he couldn't make any of them angry. He had to do a lot of balancing acts. That's what I had read in the book. So all our comfort leads us away from spirituality, leads us into a trap of egoism where we see things as being fair, unfair, where we see, oh, this person causes pain, that's so unfair. First of all, pain made us spiritual, made us move away from the comfort zone. And the third is, if he was able to do it or she was able, it was with our consent. It was part of our contract that this will be done, and the other person is just an agent. So we cannot have any anger at anyone or anything. If we can do something about it, do it. But if we cannot, accept it with grace, as the grace of God, as a present, as what is known as a prasad, as an offering from God. That is the spirituality. And to be able to be doing that, we need the comfort that in many lives, for example, I do know that where a mother was so angry at her daughter for the way that she was bringing up her kids, that when she died, and there were various signs to it, she was reborn as her daughter's daughter. So the connection of I will teach you this and that, it carries on through lives, and people are able to hurt even mothers, daughters, and mothers. And there's always that game is on, but it's just a game. At the level of soul, you have to be knowing just one thing. Satyameva Jayate. This is a line from one of the oldest teachings that was shared by the seers of the truth with humanity in the Mandukaya Upanishad, and it was taken up by the Indian government. So it's in every currency, just like God trust. There's just two words from this ancient book, Mandukaya Upanishad. Upanishad means closest to God, that which brings you closest to light and God. And it's Satyamev Jayate. Walk your path, whichever path you're walking, in total honesty, so that not the outsider's sense of honesty, but you know that you have not hurt anyone. You have not created any disharmony in anyone else's life, neither in a park, neither inside, neither in life, neither by words, acts. You have done your maximum to bring harmony to where you work, to where you live. And then whatever works out, works out. Accept that with grace, because only Satyamev Jayate. Satyamev Jayate. Satyamev Jayate. It means only the truth. Only the truth wins. Satyamev Jayate means only the truth means. And for most people call and I have to take it because they are in a bad place and they feel that, okay, why is my call to the universe through him not getting through? It might be something else. No. So Satyamev Jayate actually just means truth only wins. And we need that confidence. Scriptures, whatever is written in them, is shared by God. So it is the sheer truth. Do not get lost in the interpretations of this and that, things which are at a surface level. Oh, Christ said this, Jesus, Moses did this or this, etc. Some of it is just superficial and, if taken at a surface value, will lead you to demean religion. All religions are holy keys, all religions. They will lead us to the same place. They're different keys to the same door. And do not accept the people who exploit it. So the Catholic Church had a lot of sex scandals, and Hinduism is always at war with its own different clans, and with Islam, and Christianity has its own issues with gay and all that. But does that make less the sacrifice of Jesus, of Krishna, what Rama said, of what Shiva is sharing us? Not any of it. These are people interpretations. I cannot even assemble an IKEA stool without instructions. These religions with their rituals, any religion with the ritual is the path. Without the path, we cannot progress. So these are guidances without which we cannot proceed. There might be some who might be from past lives knowing these things instinctively. But most of us, we need some sort of guidance. So religion is just a guidebook. And value it, and it will take you to the spiritual evolution that we are seeking. And in the scriptures is Satyamev Jayate, and from the scriptures flow the techniques which I'm going to be now sharing. Focusing on the center of the forehead, the power of electricity which is flowing through all the lamps, as I said, that power that is your awakening. And it is the awakening not only of yours, but of everything and everyone. Activate it by seeing the symbol of God in the symbol as cross, and feeling vibration of Ami, Om, and feeling Om Namo Shivaya, spiral of infinity, and Om or Om Namo Shivaya. Buddha, Om Mani Padme Hum. Allah, whichever form you like, whichever form, because the mind needs something to focus on that you trust. Focusing on any religious symbol, focusing on any vibration. We are going with Om Namo Shivaya just because I happen to be an Indian. So Om Namo Shivaya. And Shiva is the form, is the face of God that is infinite service and love. From its infinity of love, it serves the humanity, that face of God. And it's outside the realm of our senses, of our thinking. We are like in an ocean, we are fish of divinity. Everything around us and inside and around is divine, is Jesus through us, in and with. So everything, we are in an ocean of divinity. Our mind power focused on this religious symbol opens our heart to the teaching of us being divine and being in divinity. Not our thinking, not our mind, not our intellect. That's not divine. That's just, we have thought of these things. But our ability to have these things is the divine ocean. And outside the ocean is creation, land, sun, sky. But we cannot see it because we are in the ocean. And if we don't even understand the ocean around us, we don't even understand the universe is inside us. In the stomach, we have millions of billions of bacteria going through various life changes, millions of universes in our body, dying and being created in our body. And similarly, the universe is on us and we are in the universe. So we expand our thinking to become the ocean of everything and everything. Because we are like the sun's rays. Each attribute of the sun is present in the ray. And the ray is no less than the sun. That's just a quantum thing or quantity thing rather. And trust the sound, the first sound, which can be Om Namah Shivaya, Om, Amin, Allah, Yahweh. Trust that sound to be right now. Om Namah Shivaya, the name of God, which brings us closer to our divinity. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om. Feel that an antenna is rising out of your crown, connecting us with the God above, and from our heart, a connection. Our heart is growing to include everything, so we are connected to everything and everyone. And the mantra is leading us. The mantra is our guide leading us. We are attached to the mantra, is taking us to infinity. Om Namo Shivaya. First, we offer our Om Namah Shivaya. By being present on this planet, we offer it to all our ancestors. Om Namo Shivaya. See them in your heart, joyous at receiving your prayers. Mantra is a prayer. Om Namo Shivaya. To all the mother fathers, especially those that are present in your biological life, that were your parents. Om Namo Shivaya. To all the teachers who taught us by giving us any amount of pain. Om Namo Shiva. Now your heart is totally open. You have no anger at any male or female energy. Now with your breathing, take your energy, sexual energy, to a level of heart where it becomes unconditional love. Om Namo Shiva. Now take it to head where your thinking becomes of devotion to God. Om Namo Shiva. The God who is in and work in everything and everyone, including in yourself. And that God is conditionally called Om Namo Shiva. It's a blue energy. So feel it washing you down, cleaning your head of all past pain, fear, anger, knowing that Satyamev Jayate, truth always wins, no matter how many lifetimes. And that's our task, to be truthful. Om Namo Shiva. Using the mantra becomes so powerful that you become embedded and become one with Satyamev Jayate. That's the motto. That's the path. Om Namo Shivaya is the prayer to which we attach our presence on the planet. Satyamev Jayate is the path to walk on this planet, in this creation. Om Shivaya. You'll have the ability to see multiple lifetimes of fair and fairness. You can ask a question of any fair and fairness in your life. To see that, we have to leave the realm of the senses. Leave your senses with the body, mind, and intellect by focusing on the crown of the head. And gently with Om Namo Shivaya, pull yourself out of this body. Om Namo Shivaya. Rise above this planet. Om Namo Shivaya. Rise above this universe. Om Namo Shivaya. Become closer to the Creator. The Creator is Satyamev Jayate, the truth. Om Namo Shiva. The truth that sets you free. Om Namo Shiva. Leaving the realm of senses, of this world, of this creation even. Go beyond and see the Creator in any form that you can, as a golden fire, formless, eternal, burning for others, infinity of unconditional love. That is the true Shiva, Param Shiva, beyond God. Om Namo Shiva. Om Namo Shiva. Using the tool for those who just joined. Om Namo. Trusting the mantra. Attach your soul to the mantra and leave the body while using the crown chakra. Om Namo Shiva. Like a rocket. Go beyond senses. Go beyond this planet. Om Namo Shiva. Go beyond the creations. Om Namo Shiva. See the Creator with your two eyes. The third eye is open and you see the Creator now. You are everywhere and nowhere. Om Namo Shiva. See the Creator as golden light burning for others. And become like that golden light, like the sun burning for others, without a sense of fear and unfairness, without any doubt, trusting in Satyamev Jayate. The truth is you and you will win. Whatever the battle, the truth is you and you will win. If not in this life, in the next life, maybe in the past life. Time can go anywhere. Om Namo Shiva. Fully confident in being an extension of the Creator with the motive Satyamev Jayate. Trusting the mantra. Any prayer is a mantra. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Allah Akbar. Om Mani Padme Hum. Shri Ram Namo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Hanumate. All prayers repeated infinitely are mantras. Choose any mantra. And with that mantra support, becoming one with the mantra. Marry the mantra, become one. Come back to this creation. Om Namo Shiva. Come back to this planet. Om Namo Shiva. Come back to this body, activating your head and all the brain cells in the head with golden light, with the ability to burn for others, to live for others, going beyond comfort, thinking, intellect. Just get the ability to burn for others, in service for others. Om Namo Shiva. Shiva is blue light because he took the poison that would have destroyed the universe in his throat and he became blue. That is the main credo on this planet. That is what Om Namo Shiva you are aligning with. With that power and blessing, come back to your heart so that you see yourself as a mini Shiva, as a mini Buddha, as a mini Muhammad, Archangel Michael, whichever form of God you love. See in your heart yourself as that. And a heart with a holy figure is a temple, synagogue, mandir. Enshrine your holiness in your temple of the heart with Om Namo Shivaya. Breathing in gently. Om Namo. Enshrining your holy figure in your heart so that it's always with you. Shiva, breathing out all your impurities from the heart. Om Namo Shivaya. 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 Pushtivardhanam Urvarupnan Mrityurmukshemamritam. We are going to be working with each one individually. Om Trembakam Sugandhim Pushtiyaldhanam Urvarupnan Mrityurmukshemamritam. The person Charlie has a trauma from 2 years, 2 months, and 6 weeks ago, some huge disruption in life. See everything as being a blessing, and we carry on. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Curtis has been suffering for 6 years and 1 month. Whatever happened, that see that as a blessing. Om Namo Shivaya. Dina is having current work and relation. Om Namo Shivaya. Jung needs direction. Om Namo Shivaya. So with see lack of direction as also being just a phase in which we need to flow. Om Namo Shivaya. Galia and health and sister, worried about sister. Om Namo Shivaya. Gilbert had a break 1 month, 1 year, 1 month ago. Seeing everything as a blessing will free us. Om Namo Shivaya. All and daughters. Om Namo Shivaya. Laura in relationship. Om Namo Shivaya. Laura in enlightenment. Om Namo Shivaya. Luba and health. Om Namo Shivaya. Marina and children. Om Namo Shivaya. Michael and stress at work and relationship clarity. Om Namo Shivaya. And Paris we are blessing with relationship clarity and also work direction. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinam Sarve Shantiram Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyat Tikte. Om Trembakam Yajamhe Sugandhim Pushtiyardhanam Murvarpunan Mrityurmukshemamritam. We are all connected at a level of heart. We are all one. The same power that is flowing through me is accepting the clarity flowing through. We are different only in bodies at a level of heart. Each mantra is resounding everywhere and in everything and in our hearts and in our connected heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Connecting at a level of heart, the sense of isolation that people don't get me, I need this, I need that, vanishes. Your pure presence, a golden light. Without that, we won't be on the planet. With your faith, with the mantra, and with the visualization and the intent of the meditation, that golden light in the heart of each and each one of us is activated. Take care of it by walking the path of Satyamev Jayate, walking the path of truth, knowing that the truth always wins. Maybe in this life, maybe past life, it always wins. So sticking to that path of not hurting anyone and only creating harmony by burning like the sun for others. That is what spirituality is all about. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Preeti and job. Om Namo Shivaya. Paris and clarity. Om Namo Shivaya. Michael and breakup. Om Namo Shivaya. Marina and Om Namo Shivaya. Luba and health. Om Namo Shivaya. Laura and clarity. Om Namo Shivaya. Laura and relationship. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shai Charlie. Om Namo Shai with the breakup also. Om Namo Shai Dina. Om Namo Shai with health. Om Namo Shai Jiv. Clarity regarding direction. Om Namo Shivaya Galya. Om health. Om Namo Shai Silver. Om Namo Shai Heart. Om Namo Shai Lord. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. The bell means harmony in your heart. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 And total silence. Visualize yourself as living your life, joyously providing happiness, comfort, and service to others, with gratitude at others for providing you with the chance to serve them. With your burning light, burn out all fears from the kidneys, all anger from your liver, all pain from your heart, all doubts and heavy thoughts from your head, all the stress from your spine and shoulders. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Till tomorrow, 6 p.m., the same link. Every day at 6, we have this meditation for 10-15 minutes usually. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Um, there is no restriction or any condition. Anyone can join using the same link as today, every day at 6 p.m.